Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Very good
Okay, we'll
afternoon,
start
ma'am.
the session. Yes, we will start the session. As
Yes,
already
ma'am.
Yes,
we
ma'am.
have taken, we have already yesterday discussed for the long 2 hours, and we have mostly touched this paper, unit 1 to unit 4. And today we will discuss what are the other labs units are there. I do not know to what extent we'll be able to discuss, but still, according to the schedule and according to the plan, I will try to touch the unit 5, 6, 7, 8. But a lot of contents are there. I think all of you have gone through the contents. Have any of you have gone through the materials? What is there in unit 5, 6, 7, 8? Genuinely, you can respond.
Well, we still have not received the material, ma'am, actually.
No, no, no
But
need to worry about the physical material. It is already available in the website. You can download the material and you can also go through of it if till you receive your material. It's not an issue. Okay.
okay, ma'am.
Why I'm telling, because the 2 hours duration is not sufficient to touch each and everything. Actually, the session is that you will read all these things, and whatever you are having the doubts and the challenges and the issues, then we can discuss. Then it will be more fruitful. Okay. For that purpose, I'm going to tell. Otherwise, a lot of things is going to cover in the 4 units in one module. Actually, 4 modules are there. Yesterday we have discussed about the one block, and today we have to discuss regarding the second block. Okay. Okay. Anyhow, okay. It will be good if you will see the material, because our discussion will get a direction. Otherwise, I will, because it is an online class, we are unable to interact face to face, and we have to discuss without seeing, without knowing each other. So it will be successful if and only if we have the idea and purpose what we are going to discuss. Yes. Anyhow, today we will start. So yesterday mostly we discussed regarding the society and how education plays a very important role to give the shape to the society and to meet the objectives of the society. And regarding the different aspects of the education, like how education is going to influence in culture and politics, economics, like that. Okay. And today also this unit 1 is about your, sorry, unit 5. Unit 5 is about your socio-philosophical base. Okay? Education and socio-philosophical base. So when we are talking education from philosophical point of view and from the social point of view, um, here just I want to know, what do you mean by philosophy? Just it is a general question. What is your view and meaning of, don't tell the dictionary meaning and etymological the things, what you think the philosophy,
Ma'am,
after
is it
listening to the
someone's thought?
yes, very good. Yes, definitely. Each one of us is a philosopher. We have our own philosophy. Yes, very nice. Anything else? For everything you take any aspect, it has its own philosophical base. Yes,
To find
philosophy is the thing.
the answer of
Yes,
any
yes. Again, please, I'm unable to listen you.
to find the answer of our life or any academic research or education is the philosophy.
Yes. Anyone else?
Ma'am, I think it is someone's point of view.
Philosophy, sometimes it is not belongs to an individual, so we can't tell the someone's point of view. Okay. And one institution is having its own philosophy, one state is having its own philosophy, a country has its own philosophy. Okay. It belongs, philosophical aspects of a society is based on a particular philosophical thoughts and ideas. Are you agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we are talking regarding Indian philosophy. It means we the peoples living in India have a certain type of thought and beliefs, and on the basis of this we direct ourselves, and on the basis of it we work and we function. So this is called as the philosophy. So every aspect has certain core of belief and thoughts, and on the basis of which it is going to regulate. That is called as the philosophy. Okay, so every society has its own philosophy. Every society has its, yesterday we discussed regarding the society, every society has its own philosophy. And when we are talking regarding philosophical aspects of the society, it is also directly is going to influence the education system. Suppose take example, education system in Pakistan and education system in India. Our education system is based on certain philosophical thoughts and beliefs, and their system of education is totally different than ours. So what is the main purpose? On the basis of the beliefs and thoughts, we determine our goals and objectives. Yes or no? In India, we have our Indian education system is always has given more importance to values, ideas. Okay. But suppose you take example of a Western education system, they always has given more importance on the learning by doing. Our philosophy is based on idealism. Their philosophy is based on pragmatism. Are you? Are you with me? I'm
Yes,
telling the right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, madam.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Because we Indians more believe in ideas, and our philosophy is idealistic philosophy. We believe in idealism, but they believe in experiment. They believe in
Ma'am,
learning by
your
doing.
voice is not audible.
My voice is not audible.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Absolutely. It's clear.
Now it is clear.
No,
Yes, ma'am.
no,
Okay,
it's
okay.
always clear.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know what's the issue with the Manas, but it's clear.
Maybe someone you also is having some network issue, then also you will not get able to clear. If most of us is unable to listen to me, then please inform to me. Okay. uh, that's why I'm not going to on the video also, because if you will on the video, then definitely the clarity will not be there and network issues will come. So the thing is that the purpose of telling all this thing is that when we are talking regarding education and regarding society, there is a hidden agenda, and that agenda is going to prepared by our philosophical thoughts, and on the basis of that philosophical thoughts everything is going to regulate. Okay, so philosophy plays a very important role to determine the process and objective of education. Yes. And when we are talking regarding education here in this unit, we have to get a clear idea regarding schooling and education. Schooling and education. So what is schooling and what is education? Both are same. Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of the word school?
What school?
Yes. What is the meaning of the word school?
Ma'am, it's a formal place where we complete the formal education.
Yes, you are going to tell on the basis of your own experience all these things. But suppose we will go to see from where the word school is taken, then it is taken from a Latin word, I think so. Scoli. It may be a Roman word or Latin word. I'm not sure. Maybe Latin word only. Scoli. Scoli, from the word scoli, it is now reached to the word as a school. And what is the meaning of the word scoli? Scoli means the place for leisure. The place for leisure. So in ancient times, when people have a lot of time in leisure, they thought that they will made in one organization to spend their leisure time in a productive way. Okay. So for that purpose, the concept of the school came into exist. And later, now we are able to know that what is the condition of the school. Are you feel the place now of the school is for the leisure?
No, ma'am.
Yes. Now the concept is totally changed. But the origin is that when the concept of the school was raised, at that time, the purpose was to spend the leisure time in a productive way. So for that purpose, the word school came into exist, so that a group of peoples will come together, will spend the time together in a productive way, out of which everyone will get the chance of learning. Okay. But now, when we are talking regarding the school as a part of the formal system of education, now the picture of the school, the purpose of the school, and what are the activities associated with the schools is totally different. Now we can say it is a formal educational institute. Yes or no? Now school is a formal educational institute, and which is going to regulate on the basis of certain rules and regulations, and is going to function on the basis of prepared syllabus, regulated time, formal, with a lot of formalities. Okay, so now this is the situation of the school in a present generation, in a society. And what is education? Yesterday already we have discussed what is education. Education is a lifelong process. There is no end of education. It is a continuous process. And not only school is a place to learn, we have the different places are there to learn. To get education, school may be only one um, medium, but beyond that also, there are a lot of opportunity for an individual to learn. School is not only the one of the mean to learn. Yes. So this is education. Suppose we will come to get the conclusion that what is difference between school and education? What will be your view?
Ma'am, the schooling thing is limited to the particular institutions, but
Yes, schooling is limited
education,
only to formal education,
yes, ma'am.
and education is beyond the formal education.
Yes, ma'am. It can
Yes.
happen anywhere.
So we can say, yes, we can say education is a very broad area, out of which schooling is only one of the part of it. Yes, it is related to only formal system of education. But beyond that also, many ways and means are there to learn, and education is a very broad area. Okay. So this is the difference between the schooling and education. But the thing is that now when we are talking regarding education, the first picture come to our mind is school. So now the question arises, and now where who are going to school? Mostly the children who are at the peak stage of learning, because we know that psychology and also the our physical development is going to reveal that no doubt we are going to learn throughout the life, but the rate of learning is high between the age group of 5 to 18. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
No doubt. Yes, we can learn throughout the life. But suppose we will draw a graph of our status of learning. So learning can be more, the rate of learning will be more at the stage of from 5 to 16. Yes. Are you agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, completely agree.
Psychological development and intellectual development, our rate of learning, we are talking regarding the rate of learning. Learning is there, but the rate of learning is always at a peak stage when the child is at the age group of, from the birth we are going to learn, but still the intellectual development, many theories, many psychologists has developed many theories regarding the rate of learning, how a child is going to learn. Suppose we will, I think all of you are aware regarding the Piaget's cognitive development theories. Okay, and
Yes, ma'am.
many development theories are there. So on the according to that, if we will analyze all these theories, then we will come to reach in such a point that rate of learning is always high. Someone is sending the message. I didn't get it.
Yes, ma'am. He is asking how the students get the recorded classes.
Okay, I will not able to answer, I think, this question. All these questions will maybe answered by your regional center. Maybe the recording will be available with them. I have no idea about it. Okay, it's okay. Okay. So the thing is that if we are talking regarding the school development, so school plays a very important role to provide the real learning to the child in a peak period of time. Suppose you just take into consideration what is the time period a child is going to spend in school. Suppose you will calculate what will be the time period.
Like 6 hours a day.
Yes, 6 hours a day, minimum 10 years. Just calculate what is the time. What is the time per month? What is the number of hours per month? And what is the number of hours for the year? And what is the number of hours within 10 years? Not 10 years. Now it is going to be 14 years. Yes. Now the new education policy is going to speak about what is the structure according to the new education policy.
5.
5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4.
Yes, ma'am.
How many years total?
5, 3, 15,
15 years.
12 years? 15
15
years.
years.
15 years. 15 years. Just you can imagine. So what is the importance of school now? From this we can imagine. A child in his peak time of learning is going to spend the time of 6 hours. The important time of his life the child is going to spend in school. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Where the child's probability of learning is high. When the child's probability of learning is high, at that moment the child is going to spend the most precious time of his life in school. Okay, so now you can imagine what is the role of the school to shape a generation. What is the role of the teacher to shape a generation? We are talking that if a doctor will give a wrong medicine, one individual can die, but when a teacher wants, a generation can spoil. Yes, because the children are at the peak stage of learning. Whatever we will teach them, that will be the prime source of learning for them. So now from this, you can imagine what is the real importance of the school in our society. What is the role of the teachers in our society? Okay, just we will think out from it, because whoever may be the children, they must will go to the school. Without going to school, no child must be there. Yes or no? Every child, whether you belongs to a high profile family or you belongs to any group, your child has to go to school. The child has no time to spend with the parents. The child is going to spend a lot of time with the teachers. So the purpose of telling, sensitizing all these things to you, that school plays a very important role in our society. Yes. And it is called as a miniature society. It is called as a miniature society because the child is not only going to interact with the teacher, not only with the system, not only with the rules and regulations. The child is going to interact with all other children who are going to represent their own culture and own society. Because we know children from multicultural are going to assemble in the school. So here it is the place where the child got the opportunity to interact with different individuals. Yes. So we can say that what is the main purpose of schooling? So a lot of things will come to our mind when we are talking regarding the purpose of schooling. But the main thing is that it is a most sensitive place to save the generation of a society. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. But we are
Yes, ma'am.
unaware. We are just taking it. So at the time of choosing a school, at the time of choosing your teachers, how much we must conscious about it, because it has a direct and indirect impact in your life. So from this we can realize what is the role of the school and what is the role of the teacher in the society, in the for all type of development of a generation. Okay. And as here also we get just one at the time of reading one book, I have got one example that why we should not have you seen at the time of purchasing any electronic gadget, we used to find handle with care. Have you ever seen? At the time of purchasing any gadget, means you have purchased one laptop, you have purchased one cell phone, have you gone through the manuals?
No,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
No.
No.
No, you are not going to see the manuals how to use it.
Generally, we see, ma'am.
Yes. So have you seen it and handle with care? Somewhere it is written handle with care. Have you seen
Yes,
this
ma'am.
one
Yes,
at
ma'am.
anywhere?
Yes, ma'am.
Can
Yes,
anyone
ma'am.
tell me where you have seen this?
In the cover.
Yes, in the cover it is going to be mentioned, handle with care. Just you imagine, when we are that much conscious about our electronic gadgets, what about the children? Why not it should be written in every classroom front, handle with care? So how carefully the teacher has to deal with the students? Isn't not required?
Yes, ma'am, it is required.
Yes, ma'am.
Because we know the child is everything for a parent. Nowadays, not every time, always. The children are everything for their parents. Okay, and the parents, they left their children in the important time of their life in school. They have given all type of responsibility of development of their children in hand of the teacher. Yes. So when, as a teacher, I feel that when I'm going to deal with the students, my words, my communication, my behavior, my each and everything has its own impact on the children. So I must conscious it so that I will able to handle with care all these things. Because children are we I used to tell that the software engineers are not going to develop the software. The teachers are going to develop the software in each and every individual. Every child has its own software, every child has its own programming, and as a teacher you are going to prepare the software among the children. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So we must conscious about it, we must feel about it, and we must consciously carefully deal with our children. So from this we can able to generalize really what is the important role of the teacher in the society and how sensitively we must deal with our children. If that consciousness has developed among the teachers, definitely the generation will be move in a good direction. Okay, so a teacher, by being, and teachers are called as the second parents. Now students are going to spend a lot of time with the parents, sorry, teachers. So teachers are called as the second parents, and we already know that parenting is not a very easy job. No doubt we are never getting any training. We have the training for the teacher, we are going to get a training to be an engineer, we are going to get a training for every professional course, but never there is such training in our society to be a parent. Most of us peoples are the biological parents, but they do not have the skill of parenting. Parenting is not a very easy job. Okay, that's why also the society has another direction. Are you agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
How parenting is going to also impact the children's all type of development? Only by giving birth to a child, no doubt we are going to become a biological parent, but that is not parenting. Only providing the food, cloth, and all this, or meeting the basic needs of an child is not only the prime responsibility of parenting. Parenting is much more than that, and now the society is required to provide the training to the parents how to be a parent. Okay, so the purpose of telling all this thing is that parents, teachers, school, by being an important part of the society, they are going to play a very important role for the all round development of the society. If all these things, we will find the checkpoints in all these things, definitely a society can develop. So they are playing a very important role in the society. Okay, so this is about education, schooling, purpose of schooling, and role of the stakeholders, and mostly the role of the parents and the teachers. This is all about, and we will switch over to another topic, and that is when we are talking regarding schooling. And we are going to a lot of things is going to occur in the school, but main important thing, we mostly know, able to listen about the word pedagogy. What do you mean by pedagogy?
The art of teaching.
Yes, very nice, the art of teaching. uh, Art of teaching too. If you are going to teach, when I am going to teach to you, it can be called as pedagogy.
To
Going
small.
to teaching any schooling subject.
The methods of teaching, like to the
No, no.
learner.
At that, yes, yes, I understand. But when you are going to teach at the college level, is can be called as pedagogy.
Yes, ma'am.
No.
No,
Perhaps, ma'am.
it's
No,
not pedagogy.
no.
It's
It's
It is called a
andragogy.
andragogy because you are going
Andragogy.
to teach the adolescents. So pedagogy is something, art of teaching at a time of we are going to teach to the children. Yes, we are going to
Yes,
teach
ma'am.
to the children,
Okay.
and the children has its own definition. Who are adolescents? Who are children? Who is a kid? We already know about it. Okay. So the thing is that pedagogy is also a very important part in school. So not only it's important what we are going to teach, but it's very important how you are going to teach. And how you are going to teach is also based on our philosophical base. So as I already told to you, if we are going to believe in idealism, our way of teaching is different. We mostly believe in talking, in the verbal teaching, in verbal communication. But when we are going to believe in the philosophy of pragmatism, we believe the learning by doing. Here, the pedagogy is different. Yes? Are you agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So pedagogy is the thing. It is also going to influence by your philosophical base. Where philosophical, so according to our society's philosophical base, we are going to determine our pedagogy. Yes. Not only the pedagogy, if we are going to teach, your methods of teaching, your way of teaching, the involvement of the children, your communication, your evaluation, each and everything, if you will go to see, it's going to determine on the basis of your philosophical aspects of the society. So how a education system developed in India, it is also on the basis of the philosophy where we believe, and on the basis of it we have decided all these things. So that's why if you will go to see the different countries education system, we will find the different things because we the countries differ from each other on the basis of our philosophical thoughts, our beliefs. Okay. So these are the things is going to influence not only the education, it is going to influence the schooling, the teacher, the role of the teacher, your curriculum, your pedagogy, your process of evaluation, each and everything which is a part of the formal education system is going to influence by these all philosophical thoughts and beliefs. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Nowadays, we are going to focus. Have you listened regarding culture based pedagogy? Suppose we will go to see now. Have you gone through the new education policy 2020? କିଏ ପଢିଛ new education policy 2020?
Ma'am, also is answer.
Yes, ma'am. ପଢିଛ ସେଇଥିରେ pedagogy ବିଷୟରେ culture based pedagogy ବିଷୟରେ କଣ କୁହାଯାଇଛି କିଛି ଜାଣିଛ?
No,
ଯଦି
ma'am.
ବି ନ ଜାଣିଛ ଠିକ
No
ଅଛି,
idea,
ଯଦି
ma'am.
ଏବେ ତମେ ହଁ ଠିକ ଅଛି, ତମେ ଏବେ ବି ଯଦି ତମେ ଶୁଣୁଛ ଗୋଟେ word culture based pedagogy, ଏଥିରୁ ତମେ କଣ ବୁଝିପାରୁଛ? Now emphasis is given on culture based pedagogy. Now the educationist is going to emphasize that we should teach because the importance is that what to teach is less important than how to teach. Because nowadays there is no barrier to get the information everywhere, because due to the development of the technologies, due to the development in the internet and web, now information is not a barrier for anyone. We will get each and every information on your finger points. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes. And nowadays in the present generation, because we know the society is going to change day by day, And due to the technological development, now you are going to see the artificial intelligence. Now you are going to see the role of artificial intelligence in the field of education. Information finding the solution, now the use of chat GPT. From all this, you will find out that no need to worry about any type of information for anything. Anything is available in your finger point. But still, is all these things are going to replace the school and the teacher?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Why not? Why what the important thing we are going to expect from the school, and what that same thing we are going to expect from a physical mode of the teacher, so that we unable to replace them?
Ma'am,
Ma'am, proper guidance.
And
Yes,
proper environment for the teaching.
you just go for search for guidance, you will find out a lot of things in your in Google.
no, ma'am, it's not about
Yes,
the
And
guidance.
social
It's
interaction. The relation between teacher and students.
yes, ma'am, the
yes,
emotional attachment and the suggestions, those matters actually rather than the guidance.
yes. Okay, I agree with you that
He works
experience,
as a facilitator, so
experience, yes,
yes, ma'am.
experience. The thing is that even though you are going to you and now we are now just I do not know any one of you. You also do not know me. Just we are interacting with the help of a particular app, and we are interacting technologically. Due to the technological advancement, I am at my home and you are in your own place, but still we are able to interact. Okay, this may be a mean of interaction. Okay, but it will not replace the physical mode of the class. You can also find certain things here behind are lagging by having a physical class, when I am able to see each one and one of you. Because we know when we are communicating, when we are interacting, we are not going to speak only verbally. Yes or no? The science is going to reveal that a individual speaks 96% non-verbally. Only 6% we are going to communicate by verbally. But here now, where how we are communicating, only verbal communication is the only the mode of interaction. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You
Yes,
are
ma'am.
unable to see me. So all other mode of my interaction, you are unaware about it. And to what extent you are able to listening me, and to what extent you are able to accepting me, I am unable to know about it. Okay. Sometimes it is going to demotivate a teacher, because by taking a physical classroom and by taking a class in online mode, have a lot of difference. Yes, because as already, this is not my opinion, the science is going to reveal that a person communicate 96% non-verbally, and non-verbal communication is more effective than the verbal communication. Without speaking anything, we speak a lot of things. Without uttering a word, we are speaking a lot of things non-verbally when we face the individuals. Are you agree with me?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, and that is going to lag in this online interaction. Okay, the thing is that the purpose of telling all this thing is that no doubt it is also now a media, it is a medium, and for the for overcoming different challenges and barriers. Okay, you will come, I will go, it will take lot of time and lot of other expenditure and all these things, and with a minimum facility and minimum things also, due to the technological development, now we are interacting. No doubt it is alternative mode, but still the physical classroom, the regular teacher, a regular school will be replaced regarding the shaping the uh, education of a child. Okay, it always will be there. No one can replace it. The purpose is telling is that the objective is very vast, and the scope is more to learn in a physical mode or in a regular schooling. Yes, we are now going to talk the online schooling. NICE is going to now providing the open schooling. No doubt, these all are the alternatives, but still it has its own importance, is going to play, and it cannot be replaced by the alternative system may exist, but it cannot be replaced. The purpose is that. The purpose of telling all this thing is that school, which is now going to emphasis on culture based pedagogy, means As already yesterday we have discussed, culture. What is culture? When we will discuss regarding culture-based pedagogy, we must have a clear idea regarding culture. How you perceive the word culture? What is culture?
Ma'am, it's our belief system and the traditions which we are following from the ages.
Yes, very nice. Yes, culture is going to build our belief system. Very nice, very nice. And anything? It is
It
not
is
only regarding the
transferred
beliefs.
from it is
Yes,
transferred from generation to generation.
yes, from generation to generation, our way of doing a work, our thoughts, our beliefs, and our actions also, our way of living. These all these things are going to include in the single word culture. Yes, and we know we are living in such a country where culture is going to change in every 50 kilometer. India is such a country where culture is going to change in every 50 kilometer. It's not my opinion also, this is the opinion of the of a research. It's the finding of a research. I'm not going to tell. India is a multicultural country. The people are belonging to different culture on the basis of their thoughts, beliefs, way of life, living, and all these things. Yes. So when we are talking regarding why we are going to talk regarding culture based pedagogy, the culture based pedagogy, the purpose of introducing and emphasizing culture based pedagogy means, so it does not mean that we are not going to accommodate the new things. Yes, definitely. We will give focus on the change, on the new things. But the thing is that what is the base on the basis of which we are going to live? It must be involved in our process of teaching. Okay, that's why it is called as the culture based pedagogy. Culture based pedagogy means, because we know when the child is coming to school, it is going to represent a particular culture, and in every culture there is a certain ways of doing the work and actions and the beliefs and the thoughts. If those things the child will found inside the way of teaching in the school, and it will motivate the child to learn, and the child will able to accommodate. So for that purpose, nowadays, in the process of learning in our curriculum, we are going to give emphasis on the culture-based pedagogy, which must be implemented at the school level. At the school level. But here again, there is a criticism. If you will focus on the culture-based pedagogy, how we can accommodate and adapt the new things. But the thing is that there is no restriction to accommodate the new things. But the new things can be invited not only on the basis of the imitation, but on the basis of the requirement and on the basis of the need. Yes, always the new things are not we should imitate from others. Okay, people in foreign countries are going to schools to children, not people. Children are going to school with shoes and socks. So our children also must go to school in shoes and socks. It is just a imitation. But we are not going to think, is it required in a hot climate to wear the shoes and socks for a child? Unnecessarily a tie. They are living in a cool country, that's why it is required. But is it always also required what the Western peoples are going to do in their country? We must follow it. So in
No,
our
ma'am.
country also, when the temperature
No,
is 45 degree,
No, ma'am.
our schools are going to compel our children to do to wear the shoes and socks, even though temperature is 45 and 50 degree, nearly 50 degree. Is it compulsory for us?
No, ma'am. It will
no,
make
no.
children uncomfortable and they will
Yes,
not
of
learn
course. But we are
properly.
not going to imitate the things with a logic. We just going to imitate. No, in foreign countries, if students are going to school with wearing the shoes and socks, so our children also must go to school with wearing the shoes and socks. But we forgot what is their climate and what is our climate. What is their need, what is our need. Yes, the thing is that. So that's why imitation is wrong. We should not imitate others. Learning from others is very good. We must learn from others. we always must adapt the new things. But before going to adapt, we must think that whether it is useful for me or not, whether to what extent it is going to help me or not. We are going to get the benefit out of it or not. If we will think logically and will adapt the new things, then definitely every new adaptation is a well will be welcomed by all. Okay, so the purpose is that culture-based pedagogy is now emphasized in the present generation so that our children, because in the name of imitation, we are now going to leave our own good habits. Nowadays, in the name of modernization is always welcome, but we give more importance on westernization, not on modernization. ବର୍ଷା ବର୍ଷା ରାଣୀ କିଏ ଅଛ ଟିକେ ପ୍ଲିଜ ମ୍ୟୁଟ କରିଦିଅ, ଡିଷ୍ଟର୍ବ ହଉଛି। ଠିକ ଅଛି, okay. So the thing is that we must adopt the culture based pedagogy, because as we know, our Indian system, our way of living, every living has a scientific logic. In India, in the name of the culture, what the habits we have developed and what the habits we have adapted in our life, everything has a scientific logic, but we are unaware about it. No one has explained all these things to us. Yes. So nowadays, again, now the education system, we are going to emphasize all those culture-based pedagogy. Okay. So I think you are able to now guess what is the point I want to communicate with you regarding the culture-based pedagogy. Next, because a lot of things are there, we will move forward. We'll discuss regarding impact of education for social change and impact of social change on education, because both are influencing each other. Both are influencing. A social change has an impact in the system of education, and education is also going to bring the change in the society. So social change, education has its impact in social change, and social change has its impact on education. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And yesterday, regarding all these things, we have discussed what is social change and how acculturation, multiculturation, enculturation, these all the things are going to impact our social change. Okay. So with this, is there any whatever till now we have discussed, is there any doubt? No. So we move forward.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we will switch over to another unit. It is all the things now what we have discussed. These all are going to cover in unit 5. Okay, in this paper, in unit 5, all these things are there. You will go see your material. So now you will go to another unit, unit 6. Unit 6 is going to speak about the development of educational system in India. It is going to tell about the historical development, how a system of education came into exist in India. Yes. Suppose we will go to see our history. As we know, we have our ancient history, medieval history, and modern history. So if we go to the ancient India, then what was the education system in ancient India?
It's like the Gurukul system, ma'am. And
The Vedic system.
There was, yes. Ancient India is going to talk about the 3 types of education system. One is called as the Vedic education system, post-Vedic education system, and Brahmin education system. Okay, in ancient India, if you will divide the education system, it is mostly have focused on Vedic education system. Okay, Veda was the source of all type of knowledge, and there was no formal education system, and Veda was only the source of education, and people used to learn the Vedas, and emphasis is given of learning on Vedas, and that is called as the ancient Vedic education system. Ancient Vedic education system. Like that, after the Vedic education system, there is post-Vedic education system. And later part, there is the education system which is mostly dominated by the Brahmins, and that is called as the Brahmin education system. Okay, these all the things are coming under the ancient education system, and later the education system which is influenced by Buddhists. Okay, and that is the Buddhist system of education. So if you will go to see our ancient India, mostly such type of education system we will find. Okay, so we already know at the time of Vedic education system, Veda was the source of knowledge, and emphasis is given how every individual will get to learn the Vedas. But the one thing is that at that time, all have not the opportunity to get the education. That was the one of the drawback of that education system. All type of peoples have no right to learn. Okay, it was focused on the basis of the certain group of the peoples in the society. Everyone has not the right to learn. Okay, so that was one of the drawback at that time when the Vedic education system exists, and the process was good, the objective was good, but the when we used to talk regarding formal system, there was no formal system, and administration was wrong. Administration wrong, it means every individual has no right to learn. That was one of the section of the society are debarred from getting the education. That is one of the drawback of that education system. Okay, because we know we each and every individuals are the human beings, and when we are the human beings, we must have the equal rights. Okay, so it is going to focus on a particular group which is criticized in later period. It should not be. Okay, but the process was good. They also has given at that time importance on physical development, on spiritual development, on moral development, on social development. And the very important thing of the Vedic education system is that sublimation of the instincts, how to get the self control was the main objective of education at that time. Till now, what we are going to fail in our education system in the present generation. What do you mean by the word sublimation of the instincts? କିଏ କହିବ କିଛି ବୁଝିପାରୁଛ? What is sublimation of instincts?
No, ma'am. I cannot understand.
Yes, anyone else? ଆଉ କିଏ ଅଛ କହିପାରିବ? What is sublimation of instincts? What is instinct?
Intuitions, ma'am. Your own intuition.
No, not intuition. What is instinct? Have you ever not listened the word instinct?
meaning ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ ବିଲୁପ୍ତ
We have heard, but not able to express it.
You know it, but you are unable to
ମ୍ୟାମ୍
explain. Okay,
ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ ବିଲୁପ୍ତ
No,
ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ
that is
ତାର exact meaning
extinct.
ତ ମୁଁ କହିପାରିବିନି, କିନ୍ତୁ
That is
instinct
extinct,
is
but
a
ma'am is talking about
instinct.
Ma'am, that is
Instinct.
instinct means
INSTINCT.
inborn qualities
I'm
or
talking
inborn
regarding
nature.
instincts.
Yes, inborn natures, inborn qualities, those are known as
Yes,
instinct.
yes, very good. Padmalochana kiye kହୁଛ, ଠିକ କଥା କହିଲ.
Yes, ma'am.
See, instincts are the inborn qualities, not quality, inborn needs.
Yes, ma'am.
Every individual we born with certain instincts, not qualities. I'm not talking regarding qualities. We have certain needs. Okay, those are called as the instincts. And our instincts always drive us, always force us, always motivate us to do certain things. Okay, but if we will regulate our life on the basis of the instincts, then we will be like the animals. How the animals are going to do the things. Okay, there is a difference between the human beings and the animals. Every living creature has certain instincts. Every living creature, every living, because we have certain needs, biological needs. So those biological needs are due to of our instincts. As hunger is a need. Yes, ଆମକୁ ଭୋକ ଲାଗୁଛି, ତମେ ଆମେ କଣ ଜାଣିକି ଚାହୁଁଛେ କି ଆମକୁ ଭୋକ ଲାଗୁଛି? It's a biological need. ଆମକୁ ଭୋକ ଲାଗିବ.
ମ୍ୟାମ୍ ଯୋଉଟା ପ୍ରବୃତ୍ତି ମ୍ୟାମ୍ ଯୋଉଟା କୁହନ୍ତି ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ।
Yes, you can tell like this. Exact meaning I do not know what is the exact Odia translation of the word instinct. You can search in dictionary. Okay, exactly, I do not know what is the meaning of the word instinct. But the instinct is that every biological being has some certain desire, which is also called as a need, biological need. That is called as a biological need. Hunger is a need, thirsty is a need, sex is a need. Like this, many instincts are there. We born with certain instincts, and education is going to teach us how to make a control over those instincts. Okay, education must be the means for an individual to get the control over the instinct. No doubt we have to satisfy our instincts, but there is certain things how we will do it. Okay, so when you know that when a child is feel hunger, the child is used to cry. ଯେତେବେଳେ ଛୋଟ ପିଲା ଥିଲେ ଆମକୁ ଭୋକ ଲାଗିଲେ ଆମେ କାନ୍ଦୁଥିଲେ, ଏବେ ବି ତମକୁ ଭୋକ ଲାଗିଲେ କାନ୍ଦୁଛ?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, because we have grown up, we are educated, and we have learned how to satisfy. At that time also we used to satisfy our hunger needs. ଗୋଟେ ଛୁଆକୁ ଭୋକ ଲାଗିଲେ ହିଁ ଛୁଆ ତାର ସିମ୍ପଟମ ଜଣାଏ ଯେ କାହିଁକି ନା ସେ ହେଲ୍ପଲେସ୍, ଆଉ କିଛି କରିପାରେନି, ଯେହେତୁ ସେ ତାର ସେଟାକୁ ସେ ୱେରେ ଏକ୍ସପ୍ରେସ କରେ। ଛୁଆଟା ଏକ୍ସପ୍ରେସ କରେ ଯେ ମତେ ଭୋକ ଲାଗୁଛି, ଆମେ ଛୁଆଟାକୁ ଖାଇବାକୁ ଦଉ। ଓକେ, ସେମିତି, but by due process of our growth and by being educated, we know how to satisfy our hunger needs. ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଆମକୁ ଭୋକ ଲାଗିଲେ ଆମେ ଆମର ଖାଇବା କେମିତି ଆରେଞ୍ଜ କରିବା ସେ କଥା ବିଷୟରେ ଚିନ୍ତା କରୁଛେ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମେ କାନ୍ଦିବାନି ଏବେ। ସେମିତି every instinct must satisfy, because the nature of the instinct is to be satisfied. We know how to satisfy, but there is a certain means how we do it, and education must be the process to teach us those means how to satisfy our instincts. That's why it is called as the control over the instincts. So education, and that is emphasized in the Vedic system of education. In Vedic system of education, importance is given how an individual will able to control all the instincts, which is going to lag in the present education system. Now we are going to see the educated peoples are going to do many wild things in the society. Okay, mostly highly qualified peoples, the peoples in the good positions are going to do with all wild things. Suppose you are going to see a person with crores of rupees again is involved to do the corruption to get some more money. So this is an instinct, this is a need. How much it is required, there is no satisfaction, there is no control, but we know we need the money to satisfy our needs. But you know, needs can be fulfilled, greeds cannot be fulfilled. To live our life there is need of money, no doubt, so we have to earn money. But how much it is required, there is a certain things. But by having a lot also, if you are not going to satisfy, then definitely it is a greed. Yes, so you have no control over your needs. Okay, so the thing is that present education system, those things are emphasized in the Vedic education system. ସେତେବେଳେ ସେଇ ଜିନିଷ ଗୁଡାକ ଉପରେ ଗୁରୁତ୍ୱ ଦିଆଯାଉଥିଲା। ଆବଶ୍ୟକତା ଯେତିକି ଦରକାର ସେତିକି ଆମର ଜିନିଷକୁ ଆମେ ଅକୁପାଇ କରିବା, ସେ ମେଟେରିଆଲ ଜିନିଷ ହଉ କିମ୍ବା ଯେକୌଣସି ଜିନିଷ ହଉ। କିନ୍ତୁ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଆଉ ସେ ଜିନିଷ ଗୁଡାକ ଉପରେ ଆମର ଏଜୁକେସନ ସିଷ୍ଟମରେ ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାନ୍ସ ଦିଆ ହଉନି। ତ ଆମର ଯେତେ ଜିନିଷ ଅଧିକା ହେଲେ ବି ଆମର ନିଡ୍ କେବେ ବି ଫୁଲଫିଲ୍ ହେଇପାରୁନାହିଁ। So it's gradually is going to lead to the greeds. That's why it's always there is a proverb: needs can be fulfilled, but greeds cannot be fulfilled. Okay, so this was emphasized in the Vedic education system: how to sublimate the instinct, how to get spirituality, how to learn the moral values. Okay, and character development and personality development. Character development and personality development. But now the modern education system, if we are going to see, we have given more importance and acquisition of more and more knowledge, but it is no way it is going to help to shape our personality, because here importance is given only more on the knowledge aspects. It is going to neglect the application and the critical thinking and the how to applied level of the knowledge. So due to of which we are getting the lacuna in our present education system. But it was all these things are very nicely as emphasized in the Vedic education system. Okay, so then we will move for the post-Vedic education system. What was the difference was there in Vedic education and post-Vedic education system? The post-Vedic education system also has given importance on Vedas, but why it is called as post-Vedic education system? because when gradually there was the growth in the society, the importance is given not only on knowledge but on the way of because we know knowledge cannot fulfill your empty stomach. Yes, only acquiring the knowledge can anyone will be able to meet all his needs.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Those knowledge can be used. That knowledge must be helpful to you to lead your life, to earn your bread and butter. Then only that education will be helpful for us. Yes or no? If you will be learn more and more knowledge but you will not do anything, so how you will lead your life? So importance is given on the skill education. In post-Vedic education, the difference the post-Vedic and Vedic education is that in post-Vedic education, importance is given on professionalism, how to adopt a particular profession, how to acquire certain skills, how to acquire certain vocational skills, so that it will be helpful for the individual to meet their needs. Yes. So always knowledge, no doubt knowledge is required, but still importance must be given on the practical skills. You must be able to do something. You have a vast knowledge, but you are unable to do something. So it will not helpful to you to lead your life. So those things are emphasized in the post-Vedic education. How every post-Vedic education also has given importance on education of all group of peoples. All peoples has the right to learn certain things and to adopt a particular profession or vocation, and they must able to learn own their own livelihood. Every individual has the right to earn their own livelihood. No one can make you debar out of it. Okay, everyone must be self sufficient. You should not be dependent on others. Okay, you must be able to own, you must be able to arrange your own livelihood, and those things are emphasized in the post Vedic education system. Okay, so again, after post Vedic education system, the education system was mostly dominated by the Brahmins, which are called as the Brahmin education system, and it has also criticized later by the more group of the peoples because it has given more importance on religion. It was a totally religious education. Okay, and no doubt religious education is going to give a direction to us, but giving importance to your own religion is no doubt is a good thing, but simultaneously we must respect the religion of others also. We should not always think that I am only the right. Okay, no doubt I can prove that I am right, but simultaneously I should accept others, those things which was neglected in that in this education system. Okay, so always self-centered, what I am telling dominating, self-centered, what we are telling that is only the right. These are the all the drawbacks of the education system at that time. Okay, so we will not, you will get if you go through of the material you will get more knowledge. We have to move. So after that, Brahmin education system, which also has emphasized on uh, um, uh, they also has given importance as the sublimation of the instincts, self-regard, self-realization, self-control, and how to establish the justice in the society. But the thing is that it was dominated by a particular group of people. That's why in the later stage it was not accepted by others and it was criticized. Okay, and later that another new religion came into exist in our society, that is the Buddhism. And Buddhist education system was totally something different than the Vedic and the Brahmin education system in the ancient time. All of you must know about the Buddhist education system. Can anyone tell to me any idea regarding Buddhist education system?
Yes, ma'am, that is also called as medieval system.
No. Medieval time is different. Medieval time is the time when we are going to regulate by our Muslim rulers and the Britishers, East India Company. At that time, it is called as the medieval time. 800 to 1800 is called as the medieval time period for India. Historically, I'm wrong. I do not know exactly. I think I'm not wrong.
Ma'am, is it
From
7th to
800 AD to
17th century?
1800 AD is called as the medieval time period for India. Is it?
Ma'am, I guess it is 7th to 17th century. I'm also not sure. I have
But
heard
I
that
think
it
I
is.
have I think I'm not wrong. The up to 800 AD it is called as the ancient, and after 800 to 1800 it is called as the medieval, and after 1800 it is called as the modern time period. Sorry, yes, post independence and modern time period. I believe so. I'm not wrong. I think so. I'm not
Yes,
good in
ma'am. That is
history,
the
but still
chronological
I
order.
think I have remembered this. ମୋର ତ ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ସବଜେକ୍ଟ ନଥିଲା କିନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ ଭାବୁଛି ବୋଧେ ମୁଁ ଠିକ କହୁଛି ବୋଲି ଭାବୁଛି ବୋଧେ ଠିକ ଅଛି ତମେ ଚେକ୍ କରିନବ ଇଟ୍ସ ନଟ୍ ଏ ମ୍ୟାଟର ଆଇ ମେ ରଙ୍ଗ ଅଲସୋ ଓକେ ସୋ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ବୁଦ୍ଧିଷ୍ଟ ଏଜୁକେସନ ସିଷ୍ଟମ କଥା କହୁଛେ ତମେ ସମସ୍ତେ ବୁଦ୍ଧିଜିମ ବିଷୟରେ ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ଜାଣିଥିବ what is the main principle of Buddhism?
Ma'am, the meditation and mindfulness.
Yes, meditation and mindfulness and anything, but how it differ from the other Vedic education system and Brahmin education system?
No concept of God.
They also have given importance on meditation, mindfulness. Those things are also there in Vedic education system.
And the main principles of Buddhism includes the four noble truths and the five perspectives, karma, rebirth, and the nirvana.
Yes, nice, very nice. Yes, they have given importance on these things. What someone can call it itismita.
Again, ma'am.
अच्छा इतिस्मिता जहाँ कहले जे कर्म आ गोटे कौन कहलो
मैम 8-fold path
हाँ यस किए कहि परियो मोर मने नै कि तमे कार मन के कहि परियो
like मैम right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right effort.
हाँ यस
और
सो
other
दैट जदि
three
हमें कंपेयर हाँ वेरी नाइस तमे एथरु भी और भी सर्च करिके जानि परिबो जदि हमें कंपेयर करिवा कोन डिफरेंस थिला. The thing is that in Vedic time, the education was confined to a particular group of people, which was criticized at the time of Buddhists. Everyone has the right to learn and right of education, which is emphasized during the Buddhist period. Yes, it was not confined to a particular section of the society. And another thing, they have the main mantra of Buddhism is ahimsa parama dharma. Yes or no?
yes
ma'am.
Yes. And when we are talking regarding ahimsa, it means not to give any type of pain to anyone else due to of our any type of practice. Yes, that is emphasized in the Buddhist education. Okay, but they have certain strict rules. In Buddhist education, there are certain strict rules regarding their dress up, how they will dress up. Okay, and what the habits they must adopt. Okay, and what is the time period of the years required to be a person to be educated. It was a long duration time, and those practice they have to do. You have to leave your house, and they do not used to believe in the life. Suppose one to be a teacher means you must be debar out of your social norms and tradition and all these things. They have some strict rules and regulations, but it as the one of the important thing is that it has given importance to all sections of the society. The thing is that it also has emphasized the women education for the first time, which was neglected during the time period of Vedic education has given importance to women education in the ancient time, but later it was neglected the education of the women at the time of Brahmin education, at the time of post-Vedic education. Women education was totally neglected at the time period, which is again revitalized at the time of the Buddhist education. Okay, again importance is given on vocational education, how everyone can adapt a vocation so that it will help. Not only meditation and pranayam and all these things will able to meet your needs. Okay, how every individual should learn certain skills, can adapt certain vocations, which will help the individual to meet their basic needs. So all these things again was revitalized at the time of vocational and women education. Okay, and after that, if you will come to the medieval time period of India, as we know, at the time of medieval time period, we are attacked by the Muslim rulers for the several times, and we ruled by the Muslim rulers. And at that time, what was the education condition of education in India? Can anyone tell? Any idea? What was the system of education in India at the time of Muslim rulers?
Religious education.
Religious education, yes. ଆଉ କଣ ଥିଲା?
Gurukul education system.
No.
Yes.
Ma'am, Hindi and Persian languages were given more importance.
Yes.
Ma'am, caste is
ଆଉ କିଛି?
Primary and higher education.
Yes. ଯାହା ଯାହା ତମେ ସବୁ କହିଲ ସବୁ ଠିକ.
Ma'am, Maktaba and madrasa.
Yes, madrasa was the
Madrasa was the higher education.
Yes, madrasa for the higher secondary level education, and
Yes. And ma'am, primary education, Maktab se.
Makbara.
Muktabs and madrasa. Madrasa is for the secondary stage and primary stage for the muktabs. And the what is the main important thing at that time in medieval time period in the Muslim rulers? What was the education? What is the pros and what is the cons in medieval Muslim education? If you are
Hello,
going
madam.
to find the
Madam,
yes.
Madam, we could say it like in the Vedic education system, it was moving around the Vedas, whereas in terms of this Islamic education, it revolved around the Quran.
Yes, it was a totally religious education.
Yes,
they have given importance only that religion is only the source of knowledge. The importance is that at the time of the Muslim rulers in India, the education system is totally deteriorated in the society.
Women education was neglected.
Totally, yes, it was totally deteriorated because they, according to their philosophy, because we know the Muslim rulers, they are not the Indian origins. They came to India from the different parts of the Central Asia. Okay, and they have the different philosophy than the Indians. Okay, and their philosophy, what was the on the basis of their own philosophy, their education system is education. Religion is only the source of education. Okay, so they have given more importance on religious education, and other part of the education like vocational education, skilled education, these all are deteriorated at the time of the Muslim rulers in India. Okay, according to them, religious education is the only education. Okay, so skilled education, vocational education is totally deteriorated, and other except their religion, Muslim, they also neglected the other source of the religion as also the source of knowledge. Okay, so at that time it was neglected. The education system was totally deteriorated in India. Women education is highly neglected at the time of the Muslim rulers. Women, according to their philosophy, women has the no right to learn. Okay, so they have the specific role for the women, and till now we are also going to see that is going to exist in the foreign countries also. Woman has no right. There are the certain section of the society in Muslim ruler countries who are now also against the education for women. Okay, according to them, till now also woman has the no right to learn. Okay, the role of the woman is specified for certain duties only according to their own philosophy. So at that time, if you will go to see, if we will turn over the pages of our history, then we will find that education in India is totally deteriorated at the time of the Muslim rulers. Not every rulers, certain rulers like Akbar was there, he is also given importance again the women education and education of other religion, and he has created a new religion. कौन थिला से religion रो ना अकबर को टाइम रे जो हिंदू और मुस्लिम रिलीजन मिसिकी गोटे नुआ रिलीजन करथिले
Dini Ilai.
Dini Ilai. Yes, Dini Ilai. Dini Ilai, because he was something different comparing with other Muslim rulers. So समस्तଙ୍କ time रे तो नथिला, किंतु जदि हमें totally overall जदि देखिबा, education system was totally deteriorated at that time. Okay. And after the sudden of the end of the Muslim rulers, again India was going to ruled by the East India Company, by the Britishers, because we know the group of peoples like Portuguese, Dutch, and Britishers, they all came to India for the business purpose. Okay, and East India Company is the company first they entered to India for the business, and later they want to regulate our country. Okay, so the education under British India, British rule, again is going to divide it by the two parts, because we know we used to rule by East India Company till the end of the First War of Independence. Till the end of the First War of Independence, can anyone tell to me in which year the First War of Independence was there?
1914 to 1919.
No.
1857.
Yes,
1857
1857.
सिपाही
Yes.
विद्रोह.
सिपाही विद्रोह जोड़ा को आमी कहूचे, सेटा को ही हमर First War of Independence. For the first time, Indians together has fought a guts to fight against the East India Company. And till the end of the till the end of the 1857, and we the Indians are defeated in that First War of Independence. Okay, because it was a war by the group of the different agitated groups from the different part of the country. Okay, eta chatta panchta group हे कि semane gote war हेइथिला, किंतु हमें सेइथिले तो हमें डिफीट हे जाइथिले, किंतु सेते पर्यंत इंडिया हमर ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी रो रूल रे थिला. किंतु after completion of the First War of Independence, India came under direct control of the British government. Yes. ମୁଁ ठीक कहूची ना भूल कहूची?
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
It came
Right,
directly under the Queen. The
Yes,
governance
Queen
under
Victoria.
the Queen.
Yes,
Victoria.
yes, Queen Victoria. तापरठु हमर गवर्नर जनरल अपॉइंटमेंट हैला और वाइस रॉय रहिले नाही. टिल ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी रो रूल चलला बेला हमर वाइस रॉय मान को अपॉइंटमेंट करिकि समान रूल करथुले हमको. तापरठु हमर गवर्नर पोस्टिंग ऑफ द गवर्नर जनरल, it was under direct control of the Queen Victoria by appointing the different governor generals in different part of the country. Yes, India came under direct control of the British rule. So even though at the time of East India Company, at that time many initiative was taken by the Britishers to introduce the education in India. There are certain gifts by the Britishers to develop the education system in India. सेमाने हमको no doubt हमें रूल करूथिले, किंतु तांकर बहुत गुडा गिफ्ट रही जाइछि हम पई, जहा द्वारा भी हमर इंडियन एजुकेशन सिस्टम रे किछि डेवलपमेंट हेई परिछि. Suppose now we Indians are good in English, that is the gift of the Britishers to us. Are you agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now you will go to see and find the people of the Japan, in France, in Germany, they are not good in English. Even though they are living, they are there in the European countries. Because we ruled by the Britishers, and Britishers introduced the English as a medium of instruction in education in our country. That's why now we Indians are good in English, and now it is a gift for us. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So when we used to rule under the East India Company, many initiative was taken also to introduce and to bring to introduce new systems in India, and to bring some change, revolutionary change in the system of education in India. Suppose we will go to see the Oriental group and the Occidental group, how English education was introduced in India, because the people in India was first used to against the introduction of the English as a medium of instruction in India. They have a different purpose. The Britishers, they introduced English because they used to get the problem at a time of communicating with Indians. So for their own benefit, they have introduced the English. But later it helped us to understand them also. But Oriental group at that time, our Oriental group, they are in favor of our Indian languages. Education must be introduced in Indian languages. But other groups, they have given Occidental group, who are called as the Anglist. You know, at that time, Raja Rammohn Roy, many peoples, because we know at that time, learning English was a status, the symbol of status. People of the high status family, they used to go to foreign countries to get their education. So they are in support of, if we are going to foreign countries to learn the education, why should not, they are the Indians, but still they support to introduce English as a medium of instruction. Okay, but another group of Indians are there who used to against it. Okay, and English education, in which year English education started in India?
Ma'am, 1937.
ये कहिलो
1835.
ये
Lord
कहिलो
Macaulay.
Pinkan, yes, nice,
Yes,
very good,
ma'am.
very good. Yes, Macaulay minutes, okay, Macaulay minutes,
Makula Minas.
1835. Yes, 1835, English as a medium of instruction was introduced in India. Yes, and before that also, many act was taken by the East India Company to introduce and to bring some revolutionary change in India. Have you listened about Charter Act?
Yes,
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 ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, Charter Act 1850. Every 20 years they used to
1813.
make one a Charter Act. Okay, so if you will go to see the Charter Act in the year 1813, Charter Act in the year 1833, and downward filtration theory, these all are the things, are the initiatives taken by the Britishers, Britishers under the East India Company rule. So if overall we will see, there was the development of education in India during the East India Company. Yes, at that time, many new things are introduced in the system of education in India. But the thing is that it is confined to a particular section of the society. Have you listened about downward filtration theory?
Yes, madam. Ma'am, it says that the knowledge will always flow from like the higher to lower, like from
Yes.
it cannot, because they consider that Indians are poorly knowledge. That's why the knowledge will always flow from Britishers to Indians.
Yes. Dukhiram kahucho na? Acha.
Yes, madam.
Yes, very good, very good. The downward filtration theory reveals that education no need to provide to each and every individual. If we will teach to the high section, the people of the higher section of the society, automatically it will move towards down. So the people belonging to the down level of the society has no right to learn. Okay, so these are the things are criticized at the time also, and only the people belonging to good status symbol, they has the right to learn the English education, which was emphasized at that time. Okay, so that is called as the downward filtration theory. And Macaulay minutes, have you listened about Wood's dispatch?
yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
What is Wood's dispatch? What is Wood's dispatch?
Magna Carta of English Education, ma'am, also known as 1854. 1854.
1854, which is also called as Magna Carta of Indian Education. What was the new thing introduced in this Wood's dispatch?
Ma'am, vernacular education could be one of the new things which was included in Wood's dispatch, madam.
Yes, nice, vernacular education. And the one of the important thing is that Wood's dispatch has given a framework to the education system in India. It has given importance because yeah, they are not only, they are Wood's dispatch against the filtration theory. Okay, criticize the downward filtration theory, which was previously existing in India. It was criticized by Woods. Okay, and it has given importance on education of all, and it has given importance to make a framework. What should be the school education? What should be the total number of years of the school education? What should be the syllabus? What is curriculum? How the education will be impact to the Indians? What will be the medium of instruction? These all the things are from primary to up to university level. These all the things are finalized, and it has given a say to the Indian education system. So it's a very good initiative by Woods to bring a revolutionary change in the field of education in India. Are you agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Yes. So Woods dispatch has brought, and at the time also 3 universities are established in India. At that time, suggestion is given to establish the universities in India. Okay. And after that also, suppose till 1854, already we have discussed, till 1857 East India Company was there. And after 1857, the rule is called as the British rule in India. Okay. So under British rule also, many initiatives was also taken. Have you listened about Hunter Commission?
Yes, ma'am.
What is Hunter Commission? ଟିକେ ବ୍ରିଫଲି ଆମେ ଖାଲି ଡିସ୍କସନ କରିବା କାହିଁକି ନା ବହୁତ ଗୁଡାଏ ଜିନିଷ ଅଛି ତ ସବୁ ତ ଟଚ୍ କରିପାରିବାନି ଟିକେ କିଏ କହିପାରିବ ଖାଲି what is Hunter Commission?
Ma'am,
It is called as the first Indian commission.
Ma'am, elementary
हाँ,
school रे education को assess କରିବା ପାଇଁ କି Hunter Commission 1882 ମସିହାରେ ଆସିଥିଲା.
Yes, very good. 1882 रे Hunter Commission ହେଇଥିଲା under leadership of Hunter. Okay, that's why it is called as the Hunter Commission, and it is also called as the first Indian Education Commission. It is also called as the first Indian Education Commission, and it has given more importance to primary education in India. How the primary education will create a base for the Indians, the emphasis also has given, and also suggested to introduce the English as a medium of instruction at the secondary level. Okay, so primary level, secondary level, although things are no doubt was emphasized in Wood's dispatch, but again it has reshaped at a time of after introduction of the Hunter Commission. Okay, like this, have you listened about Sadler Commission? Just ମୁଁ ଟିକେ ଟିକେ ଖାଲି କହି ଦଉଛି ତ ମାନେ ଆବସର ଟିକେ ଯଦି ତମର ଇଣ୍ଟରେଷ୍ଟ ଅଛି ପରେ ଆଉ ପଢି ପାରିବ. Sadler Commission କୋଉ ଇୟର ଥିଲା?
1917 ରେ ଆସିଥିଲା.
Calcutta University.
Yes, very
Kolkata
nice.
University
It was introduced, yes, 1917, and the main focus was to bring the change for University Education Commission, and more focus is given regarding the Calcutta University. The main objective of this commission is to study the problems of Calcutta University. Okay. And
Yes, ma'am.
after that, have you listened regarding Hattab Committee? Because all these things are the initiative under British rule. Hattab Committee. No, 1929. In the year of 1929, Hattab Committee was introduced and submitted its report. Actually, it was taken a lot of time, but it submitted its reports in the year 1929. Okay, Hattab Committee. And what was the main recommendation of this committee?
Mass education only.
No, it has main focus was to improve the quality education. For the first time under the British rule, importance is given how the quality education in India can be improved. Okay, they have given importance how the quality primary education can improve, quality secondary education can improve, how the quality of the teachers can improve in India. So importance is given how the good peoples will be attracted towards the teaching profession, and how we can improve the quality of education in India at the committee. The main purpose is to bring the improvement of quality education in India. Okay. And after Hattab Committee, suppose any other commission is there, that is the Vardha Scheme of Education. And you are much aware about the Vardha Scheme of Education, which is also called as the
Basic education.
Basic Education Commission and Zakir Hussain Education Commission. Yes, Vardha Scheme of Education, because it was conducted at Wardha. So according to the name of the place, it is Wardha. And importance is given on basic education. That's why it is called as the Basic Education Commission, and under leadership of Zakir Hussain. That's why it is also called as the Zakir Hussain Education Commission. And the main purpose was under presidency of Mahatma Gandhi, it was initiated, and importance is given on Nai Talim, on vocational education. Yes, vocational education.
1937.
Yes, in the year 1937. Yes. Okay.
Yes,
and after that, have you listened regarding Sergeant Plan?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Post-war education.
Highlights. What is the main objective of Sergeant Plan? In which year? A plan was
1944.
regarding
1944.
Yes, 1944. Yes, nice. In the year 1944, the importance is given to submit a report regarding the status of education in India. What is the present status and regarding that, and how to bring the improvement for that purpose? The sergeant, under leadership of sergeant, a plan was prepared and submitted, which is also called as the sergeant plan. And this is called as the foundation of national system of education in India. Later, after independence, how the national system of education has developed, this sergeant plan has given a direction to it. No doubt it was not successful at that time, because we know at that time the Second World War was going on, and different countries and we the Indians are also involved in the Second World War, and due to the war the implementation of the sergeant plan was not able to possible. But later, after independence also, when we have taken the different initiative to introduce the new things in Indian education system, at that time it has given a direction. The sergeant plan, we followed also many strategies what is suggested in the sergeant plan. Okay, what is suggested in the basic education commission and what is suggested in sergeant plan, it was also implemented after independence. Okay, so these all the things are the initiative taken by the Britishers also under their rule, how to bring the change in Indian education system. So after this, if you will think, what are the other commissions are there? Those are called as the post-independence initiative to bring the development of education, because we know we got the independence in the year 1947, and after that many other commissions also came into existence to bring and to give a shape to the Indian education system. What is the first committee?
Ma'am,
After
Radhakrishnan.
independence?
Radhakrishnan Committee.
1948.
Yes, 1948 Radhakrishnan Commission. Okay, which is also
University
called as the,
Education Commission.
yes, University Education Commission. So the thing is that after independence, for the first time, we have given importance on university education. Okay, under leadership of Radhakrishnan, the first initiative has given how in India we can give a direction to the university education, and how the higher education will get a particular step in India. And that was the initiative is taken under leadership of Radhakrishnan in the year 1940, Radhakrishnan Commission. But the thing is that in this commission, there was no agenda to discuss regarding the primary education and secondary education, which was because we know when we got the independence at that time in India, only 18% of the people are the literate. The literacy rate in India was only 18%. Yes, and higher education is totally deteriorated in India. No doubt universities are introduced and many big universities and renowned universities are established, but still, and it was a like a unreachable dream for the Indians to get the higher education, the common mass people in India to get the higher education. Okay, and so after this University Education Commission, later the initiative has taken how to bring a shape to the Secondary Education Commission. What is that commission?
Mudaliar Commission.
Mudaliar Commission.
Mudaliar
Sir,
Commission.
ma'am, Mudaliar
Commission.
Commission.
1952.
1952-53 Mudaliar Commission,
Mudaliar Commission.
under leadership of Swami Mudaliar, and it has given a shape to the school education in India. Okay,
Yes, 8 3
and
plus
then
2 plus 3 system.
what? Ki kହୁchu?
Um,
Kon କହିଲେ?
8 3 plus 3 plus 3 system. Like NEP 2020, ଯେମିତି ଦେଇଛି 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 system. Like same to same Mudaliar 8 plus 3 plus 3 system.
Yes, they have suggested a 6 plus 7 plus 8. 6 plus 7 plus 8 structure.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and high school for 4 years, 9, 10, 11, 12. 4 years secondary education and higher secondary education. जोटा कि एबे वर्तमान आउथरा मी इंप्लीमेंट करिया चाहूची. Okay, Mudaliar Commission suggest करथिले सेतेबेले हैला. And 11
Yes,
to
ma'am.
17 years secondary education should be for the children between the 11 to 17 years. जोटा कि एबे आउथरा हाईलाइट करा होची न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी. Okay, so it has given a shape to the school education in India, Mudaliar Commission. तापरे कौन important commission हितिला?
Indian Education Commission, Kothari Commission,
NCW
1964.
Kothari Commission,
NCWE Commission.
1964.
NCWE
1964 Kothari Commission. Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
it is also a very important commission, and it is called as the core of the all commission, because still now also our Indian education system is going to regulate on the basis of the recommendation made in the Kothari Commission. Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
and
Yes, ma'am.
Kothari Commission, it is called as the Indian Education Commission, and it has suggested the 10 plus 2 plus 3 system till now what is going to exist in India.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, 10 plus 2
Yes,
plus
ma'am.
3.
3.
Yes. What was the main goal? Four important goal was identified under Kothari Commission. What was those 4 goals? And on the basis of it, all the 5-year plans are initiated by the Government of India. You know about 5-year plans? After independence, Government of India has introduced the 5-year plans. And what was going to be included in 5-year plans regarding the development of education? According to the 4 goals of the Kothari Commission, the 5-year plans are prepared by the Government of India.
It is under the second 5-year plan. This commission under second 5-year plan.
No, second first 5-year plan kebe hitila 51 to 56. Eta to 64 66
right, right.
third 5-year plan re hitila 56 ru 56 ru 61 tapare 61 ru 66. So eta third 5-year plan re asutila, किंतु जेते बेले माने हमर कोठारी कमिशन हैला तार जो गोल थिला ताकू तापर जेते 5-year plan हेची सबथरे हाइलाइट करिकि ताकू नै कि हमर 5-year plan गुडा केरी एथिरे जो 4 important goal थिला कोन थिला? Social development, national integration, modernization. मु ठीक कहूची?
Yes, ma'am.
केमिति
To
इंडिया रो
recommend
प्रोडक्टिविटी को केमिति इंडिया रो प्रोडक्टिविटी को इंक्रीज कराबो, increasing the productivity in India. So that's why importance is given on industrialization. In other 5-year plans, importance is given on industrialization to increase the productive capacity of India. Okay, and this Kothari Commission has emphasized on national integrity. Okay, on modernization. Okay, so on the basis of it, the 4 goals was: one is to increase the productivity, another is to increase the education for national integration, education for modernization, education for cultivation, and education for spiritual values. Okay, so these are the things are highlighted under the Kothari Commission, and which has given a direction to the system of education and to all other planning in other fields also in India. So it has its own importance in the system of education in India, and to provide the shape to all other developments in all other sectors also. Okay, so Kothari Commission in 64-66, and after that India has planned to prepare a national policy of education for the first time in our country in the year 1968. Kothari Commission jaha jaha कहले ताकू नै कि हमर गोटे एजुकेशन पॉलिसी हमें तैयार करे, काना till now there was no education policy in India. So for the first time the initiative was taken to prepare a new education policy in the year 1968. Okay, later again initiative was taken in 1979, but at that time some political disturbance was there in India. हम जानिथिबो से समय रे political disturbance माने 1 year government थिला, continuation of government हेई पारि नथिला, तो सेहिति में ए जो एजुकेशन पॉलिसी गुडा को इम्प्लीमेंटेशन हेई पारि मु भाबुची बोधे 66 रु बोधे 69 बोधे 1 year सब थिला, 1 year 5-year plan गुडा कहउतला, गवर्नमेंट रो कंटिन्यूटी नथिला. Because we know development in education and economics also, it depends on the government. Okay, so government is directly responsible to bring the development in the field of education and economics. So for that purpose certain disturbance was there, but again at last we are able to prepare a new education national policy of education, and which was implemented for a long duration of time. That was the national policy of education 1986. Yes,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
national policy of education 1986, which used to implement till 2020. Yes, till 2020 that education policy was implemented for a long duration of time in India. And now recently in the year 2020, again Government of India has prepared a new education policy. That was the National Policy of Education, and this is called as the new education policy. It is called as the NEP. That was called as NPE, and it is called as the NEP 2020. Okay. Until now, it is not implemented throughout India. Certain states has given their approval to implement it, and also there are certain states till now they are in a discussion what to implement, to what extent to implement, what is the target year is required to implement the new education policy. So now suppose we will think about the National Policy of Education 86. Many due to the National Policy of Education 86, many reforms came into exist in the field of education in our country. And after National Education Policy 86, there are the the program of action, how to implement it. There was the Ramurthy Committee. Have you listened regarding Ramurthy Committee?
Yes, ma'am.
କିଏ କହିପାରିବ କୋଉ year ରେ ହେଇଥିଲା ରାମମୂର୍ତ୍ତି କମିଟି?
1992.
No, that was Janardhan Reddy Committee. 1992 is about Janardhan Reddy Committee. Ramurthy Committee in the year 1990.
From 1990.
Yes, 1990. The committee organized under the chairmanship of Ramurthy. Okay, and the important things here it was emphasized. Whatever was decided under the National Policy of Education, it has given a direction how to implement it. Because we are going to tell a lot of things in a policy, but the main problem in India is the implementation. We can suggest the very good things, but when we implement, we used to know what are the different challenges and issues came into exist in India. So it has given a plan how to implement it. So here they have focused the early childhood education, education of SC/STs, and education of and universalization of elementary education, and importance is given on vocational education, skill education. So Ramurthy Committee is also a very important committee which has suggested many new things how to bring implement in India. Okay. Then in the year 1992, Janardhan Reddy Committee. Reddy Committee. Yes. ଶୁଣିଛ କିଏ ନା ଶୁଣିନ କିଛି? Janardhan Reddy Committee. This is called as the program of action of the new National Policy of Education. Program of action. Okay. Many new things also suggested here, like common school system. Yes. And University Education Commission, how to establish the University Education Commission, and how to establish the AICT for the technical education. These are all the things, and establishment of Navodaya Vidyalaya. Okay. And Kendriya Vidyalaya, Navodaya Vidyalaya. These all the things are, and compulsory education 6 to 14 is also highlighted under this Janardhan Reddy Committee in the year 1992. Okay, and again Yespal Committee 1993. Have you listened regarding Yespal Committee?
Yes, ma'am. Learning without burden.
Yes, very nice. Just that thing only I want to highlight here. The main core of the Yespal Committee is how to make the learning without burden. It has given importance on how, because we know day by day the school, as I already told to you, what was the main purpose of the school and now what is the school in India. Okay, gradually how the different committees, commission, due to of all introduction of the certain things day by day, how the shape and figure of the schools is going to change, and what the role of the teacher is going to change. These all the things are highlighted in the Yespal Committee in the year 1993, which has emphasized on the learning without burden. Okay, like that Birappan report in the same year 1993 only, which is given on the decentralization of the educational planning. Birappan report. Have you listened regarding Birappan report? Which is emphasized on decentralization of educational planning. After that only now the establishment of SMC, SMDC, and directly participation of the local peoples in the school, how the local peoples can interfere in the school matter, and how they can take also the decision regarding the development of the schools. These all the things are introduced, and the report has given under the Birappan report. Okay, decentralization of educational planning. So and after that, again in the year 2005, we have prepared a new curriculum framework, NCF 2005, for the school education. National Curriculum Framework 2005. But now it is going to change. Yes, now it is going to change, because regarding new education policy, now the 4 type of curriculum will be prepared, and curriculum will be prepared for every stage. As for the foundational stage, another curriculum; for preparatory stage, another curriculum; for the secondary stage, there is another curriculum; for middle stage, there will be a curriculum. So 4 type of curriculum, but those things are not there in the 2005. For the whole school education, there was a curriculum framework which is called as the National Curriculum Framework for School Education in the year 2005. Till now, according to that curriculum framework, our school education system is going to run. Okay, and recently now Government of India has developed a new curriculum framework for secondary education, NCFSC, which is called as the NCFSC, which was published in the year 2024. The purpose of telling all this thing is that how now we can see from ancient time to till now, what the modification is going to be occur in the field of education in our, and at last where we have reached, how the formal education system is going to run in India. Okay, I think now the time is, what is the time now? Is there 15 minutes time is there? Okay, we will stop, and now it is open for all of you. You can ask any question and we will discuss. I think we have touched only the 3 units and 1 more unit is left. Okay, tomorrow again we will, because already more contents we have discussed. And now you can ask any question regarding whatever the things today we have discussed. Anything, any doubt, or not only doubt, you can give your own opinion, own views also, because classroom, I do not believe class is a one way directional. What I will tell, that is only the truth. Whatever you think, more things regarding these all the things what we have discussed, you can give your opinion, you can give your views also.
Ma'am, I have a doubt regarding what is the difference between post-Vedic education and Brahminic education?
Yes, post Vedic education has given more importance in vocational education, skill education, post Vedic education. Okay, post Vedic education has given importance on vocational education, skill education, and Brahmin education was concentrated on religious education.
Ma'am, you said that one group, it was given importance to only one group in Vedic, post-Vedic, or Brahminic.
Yes. One group is totally highlighted under the Brahmin education. Particular
Okay,
section of the society who are belonging to the higher caste in the society, they have dominated the education system. Education is their only the fundamental rights they use, and other peoples have no right of education, and they have given more focus on religious education. These all the things are there in your material. I think if you will go through of detail, you will get much more things.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes. Anything? Any more?
Ma'am,
Not only doubt, you can give your views also. If you know something more regarding all the things what we have discussed, you can share your views also.
मैम आपण जो कहले कमिटी कमिशन गुड़ाक आमर 1958 रे भी गोटे वुमेन कमिशन आसला जोटा कि दुर्गाबाई देशमुख कमिटी
yes it is there. ମୁଁ ସବୁ ଗୁଡାକ ନା ମୁଁ ସବୁ ଗୁଡାକ କଭର କରିପାରିନି। ଥିଲା ଦୁର୍ଗାବାଇ ଦେଶ କମିଟି ଥିଲା, ଆମର ଈଶ୍ୱର ଭାଇ ପଟେଲ ରିଭ୍ୟୁ କମିଟି ବି ଥିଲା, ଆମର ଆଦିଦେଶ ରିପୋର୍ଟ କମିଟି ବି ଥିଲା। ଏଗୁଡାକ ଯୋଉଟାକ ଟିକେ ମାଇନର ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାନ୍ସ ଥିଲା, ଯୋଉଟାକ ବହୁତ ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ, ଯୋଉଟାକ ମାନେ ଆମେ ଏଜ ଏ ପାର୍ଟ ଅଫ ଏଜୁକେସନ ଯୋଉଟାକ ଆମେ ଜାଣିଛେ, ମୁଁ ସେଗୁଡାକ ତମକୁ କହିଛି। ଆହୁରି ବହୁତ କମିଟି କମିଶନ ଅଛି, we didn't cover all. Okay,
ଆଜ୍ଞା ମ୍ୟାମ୍,
yes,
thank you.
आउ किछि आउ कार किछि कहबार अछि
मैम
Good evening, ma'am.
असाइनमेंट केबे सबमिट हबो
ମୁଁ ସେ ସବୁ କଥା ଜାଣିନି रे ସେ ସବୁ କଥା ତମର ଯେତେବେଳେ ତମର ଇଏ ରିଜନାଲ ସେଣ୍ଟର ରେ
ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ
ପଚାରିଲେ ସେମାନେ କହିପାରିବେ only we are
ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ
assigned to take class okay I have no such information with me
ଆସାଇନ୍ ସବମିଟ୍ ଚାଲିଛି ଏବେ ତ ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ।
ସେଟା ତମ ସାଙ୍ଗମାନେ କହିପାରିବେ ବୋଧେ ମୋର ସେ ବିଷୟରେ ଇନଫର୍ମେସନ ନାହିଁ ମୋ ପାଖରେ ତା
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ
ରିଲେଟେଡ
ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ ମୁଁ କହୁଛି ଚାଲିଛି ବୋଲି।
ମ୍ୟାଡାମ କାଲି ପୁରା ଏ ବିଷୟରେ ଗୋଟେ କମ୍ପ୍ଲିଟ ଡିସ୍କସନ ହେଇଥିଲା ସାର୍ କହିଲେ 31st ସରି 1st ମାର୍ଚ୍ଚ ରୁ 31st ମାର୍ଚ୍ଚ ଭିତରେ ସବମିଶନ ହବ ବୋଲି। କାଲି
ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି
ପୁରା
ତମର
ଗୋଟେ
ଏଇ ପ୍ଲାଟଫର୍ମ ହଉଛି କେବଳ ଏକାଡେମିକ ଥିଙ୍ଗସ ମାନେ ଡିସ୍କସନ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ହେଲା ଏଇ ସବୁ
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଜିନିଷ
ମ୍ୟାଡାମ କାଲି
ଗୁଡାକ
ଅଜୟ ଆଜ୍ଞା
ହଁ
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ହଁ ଅଲରେଡି ତମେ କାଲି
ଅଜୟ ସାର୍ ବି
ଡିସ୍କସନ
ଇଏ
କରିଥିଲେ ଆମେ
କହୁଥିଲେ
10-15 ମିନିଟ ଏଇଟା ହଉଛି ମାନେ ଆମର ତମର ଯାହା ଯୋଉ ଏକାଡେମିକ ରିଲେଟେଡ ଆମେ ଯାହା ଡିସ୍କସନ କଲେ ତା ରିଲେଟେଡ ଡାଉଟ କିଛି ଏସବୁ କଥା because we are not associated with the regional center okay only the assignment is given to take your class
मैडम सेकंड ईयर क्लास केबे होची मैडम
सेटा भी कहि परिबिनी से
ମ୍ୟାଡାମ
सब
ଏବେ
तमे
ପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟଲି
रीजनल
ଆପଣ
सेंटर रू बुझी नबो हैला
ମ୍ୟାମ ଆପଣ ପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟଲି ଏବେ କୋଉଠି ଅଛନ୍ତି ବାଇ ପ୍ରୋଫେସନ
आई एम मु वर्तमान असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर टीचर एजुकेशन बरमपुर रे अछि डीपीआईएसी दिवाकर पटनायक इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ एडवांस स्टडीज इन एजुकेशन एट बरमपुर
ओके ଆପଣ डायरेक्ट खलिकोट रे ଥିଲେ कि मैडम प्रिंसिपल
हाँ
चार्ज
हाँ
ଥିଲେ
थिली
बोधे
हाँ डायरेक्ट खलिकोट रे मु थिली
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆପଣଙ୍କ ସହିତ ଲାଇଭ ଡିସ୍କସନ ମୋର ହେଇଛି ମୁଁ ଦେଖିଛି ମତେ କ୍ଲାସ ମୁଁ ଟିଚର ଅଛି ନା ଏପଟେ ତ ଡାଇରେକ୍ଟରେ ମଧ୍ୟ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଦେଖିଛି କାଲି ଦେଖିଲି ମତେ ଖୁସି ଲାଗିଲା ମୁଁ କହିଲି ଯାହା ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର ମ୍ୟାଡାମ ଏଠି ବି
अच्छा
କଣ୍ଟାକ୍ଟରେ
अच्छा
ଆସିଲେ
हाँ मु डाइट रे तो मु सेठी ऑफिसर इंचार्ज इन सर्विस थिली प्रिंसिपल चार्ज रे भी थिली
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆଜ୍ଞା
अच्छा अच्छा सेठी आपण आसुथिले सेठी के टीचर
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆଜ୍ଞା ମ୍ୟାଡାମ ମୁଁ ଆରପି ହିସାବରେ ଯାଏ ଆମର ମୁଁ ଟିଚର ଅଛି ନା ଏଇଠି ବେଦନାପଡାରେ ତ ସେଠିକି ଯାଇଛି ଆପଣଙ୍କ
अच्छा
ସହିତ ବି ଡିସ୍କସନ ହେଇଛି ସେଠିକି
अच्छा
ଆସି
अच्छा
ଟ୍ରେନିଂ ରେ ଗଲାବେଳେ
अच्छा अच्छा ओके ओके ठीक अछि काल तो मु निश्चय क्लास नहीं थी सेठी इन सर्विस ट्रेनिंग रो क्लास तो नहीं थी निश्चय
ନାଇଁ ମ୍ୟାଡାମ इन सर्विस ରେ ନାଇଁ ଆମର ଯୋଉ ଟିଚର ଟ୍ରେନିଂ ଗୁଡା ହୁଏନି इन सर्विस ରେ ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆପଣ କ୍ଲାସ
हाँ हाँ
ନେଇଛନ୍ତି
इन सर्विस ट्रेनिंग से कुछ इन सर्विस ट्रेनिंग गुड़ा जो हुए
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆଜ୍ଞା ବିଷ୍ଣୁ ସାର୍
अच्छा
ପ୍ରଜ୍ଞା
ठीक
ମ୍ୟାଡାମ
अछि
ଆପଣ ସେଇ ପିରିୟଡରେ ମୁଁ
हाँ हाँ हाँ
ଯେହେତୁ
हाँ
ସେମାନେ ସବୁ ଅଛନ୍ତି ଏବେ ଆପଣ ତ
अच्छा
ସେପଟେ
अच्छा हाँ
ପଢଉଛନ୍ତି
अच्छी से अच्छी मु एठी पळै आछि एठी
ସନ୍ତୋଷ
मु
ସାର୍ ଏବେ
बरमपुर
ପ୍ରିନ୍ସିପାଲ
रे
ଅଛନ୍ତି
अछि
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆଜ୍ଞା
हाँ हाँ
ଓକେ ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ
गुड इवनिंग मैडम गुड
ओके
इवनिंग
थैंक यू गुड
गुड इवनिंग
इवनिंग
मैडम
हाँ
मैडम ଆମେ एग्जामिनेशन ରେ ଯୋଉ ଲେଖିବୁ ଆମେ କେମିତି କଣ ଲେଖିବୁ ଯେମିତି ଭଲ ମାନେ ସ୍କୋର କରିପାରିବୁ କେମିତି ମାନେ
तो मोर तो गोटे कथा कहबी तमो मटेरियल होची सबटु बेस्ट मटेरियल whatever the materials IGNOU is going to provide is the best material okay in education if you will go
ଆଜ୍ଞା
through
ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ
of your materials you can find each and everything ହେଲା even ଆମର ଅଲଗା କ୍ଲାସ ରେ ପଢେଇବା ପାଇଁ ମଧ୍ୟ ଆମେ IGNOU material ଦେଖୁ କାହିଁକିନା ଇଟ୍ସ very rich material ଆଉ ସେ material କୁ ଯଦି ସତରେ ତମେ ଭଲରେ ପଢିବ you can write any type of examination and you can prepare for any competitive examination also
ଆଜ୍ଞା
so
ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ
better ତମେ ତମ material କୁ ଟିକେ ପଢ time ଦିଅ ପଢ then you can write well no problem
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଆଉ କିଏ କିଛି କହିବ
Good evening, ma'am.
ହଁ କୁହ
Ma'am, ଟିକେ କୋଠାରୀ କମିଶନ ବିଷୟରେ ଟିକେ ଜାଣିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଥିଲି।
କଣ ଜାଣିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଥିଲ କୋଠାରୀ କମିଶନ ତ ବହୁତ ଗୁଡାଏ କଥା କହିଛନ୍ତି ତମେ କୋଉ ବିଷୟରେ ଜାଣିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛ କୁହ
କୋଠାରୀ କମିଶନ ଟା କାହିଁକି ସେଟଅପ୍ ହେଇଥିଲା ତାକୁ ତାର ଉଦ୍ଦେଶ୍ୟ ଟା କଣ ଥିଲା?
to bring to give a framework to the Indian education system ତାକୁ ଗୋଟେ framework ଦବା ପାଇଁ ଗୋଟେ direction ଦବା ପାଇଁ it's a very important education commission it is also called as the Indian Education Commission and the implementation was done most of the suggestion was implemented also मेन କଥା ହଉଛି ତ କମିଶନ କମିଟି ମାନେ ତ ବହୁତ କଥା କୁହନ୍ତି କିନ୍ତୁ मेन डिपेंड କରୁଛି ତାର କେତେ % ଆମେ ଇମ୍ପ୍ଲିମେଣ୍ଟ କରିପାରୁଛୁ ଏବେ ଯେମିତି ଆମେ ଦେଖିବା ନ୍ୟू ଏଜୁକେशन ପଲିସି ବହୁତ କଥା ତ ସଜେଷ୍ଟ କରାହେଇଛି बट मेन डिपेंड्स ऑन द इम्प्लीमेंटेशन आमे सेथु केते इम्प्लीमेंट हेइ परछि तार केते % इम्प्लीमेंट हेइ परछि बट कोठारी कमिशन हैज गिवन ए लॉट ऑफ सजेशन एंड मेनी ऑफ द थिंग्स आर इम्प्लीमेंटेड इन इंडियन सिस्टम इंडियन एजुकेशन सिस्टम तार बहुत इम्प्लीमेंटेशन हो पारे
थैंक यू मैम
जोटा कि मुख्य इंपोर्टेंस देतिला जोटा कि कठोर कमिशन सेल्फ सफिशिएंसी ऑफ द इंडिविजुअल्स हाउ स्किल एजुकेशन वोकेशनल एजुकेशन हाउ आम इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट करि परिबा इंडिया इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट केमिति हे परियो ताकू आखि आगे रखि कि केमिति एजुकेशन सिस्टम डेवलप होबो ए सब कथा उडा रे बहुत इंपोर्टेंस देतिनि दिया हेतिला कोठारी कमिशन रे A main highlight of the Kothari Commission कहला माने give a framework 10+2+3 system which was implemented for a long duration of time in India.
yes ma'am thank you ma'am
Okay.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Ma'am, what are the main features of Brahmin education? Ma'am, Brahmin education ro main features jago kon likhibo ma'am?
That means Brahmin education the main focus was religious education already I told. Okay, and importance is given on character building. Importance is given on self-control, well-regulated life, okay, and development of justice and increasing of capabilities. ये सब जिन सब डाकरे Brahmin education importance दिया है.
Thank you, ma'am.
ମ୍ୟାମ୍ କାଲିର ଯୋଉ ଗୋଟେ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଥିଲା କି ପିଲାଟାକୁ ଆମେ ଦେଖୁଛେ କି କରପସନ ହଉଛି ସେଇଟା ଖରାପ ଜିନିଷ କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମେ ତାକୁ କେମିତି ବୁଝେଇବା ସେଟା ଯୋଉ ଆପଣ ପଚାରିଥିଲେ ତାର ଟିକେ ଆନ୍ସର କରନ୍ତୁ।
तार आंसर तो मो पाखरे भी नहीं काहे कहूची ना हमर थ्योरी और प्रैक्टिस भीतर बहुत गैप रही जाउची ता माने नुहे जे हम पिल्ला को भलो कथा सिखेइबा नहीं हमें तो पिल्ला को भलो कथा सिखेइबा किंतु जामे देखुचे जे सबु भलो जिंसर भी भलो रिजल्ट सोसाइटी रे नाही तो वी ऑलवेज will teach the good things to our children in the education system but the thing is that how the child is going to perceive and how to implement in the future life there we are going to fail that the child will ask himself and will analyze and whatever they will feel they will implement it in the society समस्त को तो हमको पिला दिन सिखाई छी मिछ कहबा पाप सिखाई छी कि नहीं
yes ma'am
ଆଜ୍ଞା
किंतु केते दूर हम सब पहुचे केते दूर हम ट्रूथफुल हेई पारुचे it depends on us हमको के कंपेल करि परिबनी to being truthful no one can compel me to be truthful but it depends on me how to what extent I will be truthful but that से ता माने नु जे हम पिला को कहिबे जे तमे मिछ भी कहि पारो हम तो से कथाटा कहि परिबानी केबे भी हमर तो एजुकेशन सिस्टम रे हम सब बेले भलो कथा ही सिखेइबा किंतु implementation depends in the later part of your life to what extent you implement it सबु भलो जिंस जानिला परे भी जदी हमें भूल करूचे देन जानि की करूचे मन तो डेफिनेटली we have learned other things also from our experience तो ए भीतर गैप टा तो आमे निजे तो करि परिबानी आमे तो केवल खाली सिखै परिबा किंतु जण को तो आमे इंप्लीमेंट करि परिबानी ना बुझी पारला आंसर पाइलो कोन कहूची मु
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆଜ୍ଞା
किंतु ता माने नुहि जे आमे रॉन्ग कथा सिखेइबा तमे सेमिति हो बोल तमे कहि परिबानी सिस्टम रे तमे केबे कहिबानी आम काम होउची आमे सब बेले भलो कथा कहबा किंतु सेइथरु केते परसेंट लोक तम कथा को एक्सेप्ट करले केते इंप्लीमेंट करले इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द इंडिविजुअल लर्निंग it depends on individual learning I am going to teach here now 100 students are here okay but you all are learning on your own way तमे तमो हिसाब रे पढुचो किंतु मु मो हिसाब रे पढौची किंतु तमे तमो हिसाब रे सिखुचो तमे तमो हिसाब रे इंप्लीमेंट करूचो बट ता माने नु जे के पढु नांती बोली मु पढैबिनी बुझी पारलो मु कोन कहयौ चाहूची
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆଜ୍ଞା
ମ୍ୟାଡାମ ପିଲାମାନେ ତ ଖାଲି ଫର୍ମାଲ ଏଜୁକେସନ ହିଁ ପାଉଛନ୍ତି ଅଦର ଏଜୁକେସନ ତ କିଛି ଏତେ ଇମ୍ପାକ୍ଟ ପକଉନି ତାଙ୍କ ଉପରେ ମାନେ ବର୍ଡନ ତ ଅଧିକ ହେଇଯାଉଛି ଏବେ
I am agree with you I am agree with
ତ
you
ମ୍ୟାଡାମ
now present
ପିଲାମାନେ
education
ତାଙ୍କର
system
ବାୟୋଲୋଜିକାଲ ଚେଞ୍ଜେସ୍ ଯୋଉ ହଉଛି ଟିନ୍ ଏଜ୍ ହେଲେ ସେମାନେ ଜାଣି ପାରୁନାହାନ୍ତି ମ୍ୟାଡାମ ତ
yes
ଗୁଡ୍
yeah
ଟଚ୍ କୋଉଟା ବେଡ୍ ଟଚ୍ କୋଉଟା ସେଟା ଛୁଆ ଦିନରୁ ହିଁ ମାନେ ଜଣେଇବା ଦରକାର ପିଲାକୁ
ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ ଆମକୁ ସମସ୍ତେ ନଲେଜ ଦଉଛନ୍ତି ଇନଫର୍ମେସନ ଦଉଛନ୍ତି କିନ୍ତୁ ଜୀବନ କେମିତି ବଞ୍ଚିବାର ସେଟା ଆମକୁ କୋଉ ପାଠରେ ପଢା ହଉନି
ଆଜ୍ଞା ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ ସେଟା ବି ଆଡ୍ ହବା କଥା ଆମ ସିଲାବସ୍।
ସେଟା ଆଡ୍ ହବା କଥା ଯୋଉଟା କି ଆମର ଲାଇଫ ସ୍କିଲ୍ ଏଜୁକେସନ ଆମେ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ କହୁଛେ ସେଟା ତ ଗୋଟେ ପାର୍ଟ ଅଛି କିନ୍ତୁ ତାକୁ କେମିତି ପଢେଇବା ତାର ଷ୍ଟ୍ରାଟେଜି ଠିକ ସେ ନାହିଁ। ଲାଇଫ ସ୍କିଲ୍ ଏଜୁକେସନ ଇଜ देयर
ସେଥିପାଇଁ
but how we will teach the strategy is not there.
ହଁ ନା ନା ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଆମେ ଫ୍ୟାମିଲି କୁ ତ ଫାଷ୍ଟ ଏଜୁକେସନ ର ସେଣ୍ଟର ବୋଲି କହୁନା। ଫ୍ୟାମିଲିରୁ ହିଁ ଆମେ
କିନ୍ତୁ
କିଛିଟା ଲାଇଫ ସ୍କିଲ୍ ଟା
nowadays the role of family is neglected କାହିଁ ତ ମୁଁ କହିଲି ପିଲା ତ most of the time ତମ ପାଖରେ ରହୁଛି ଫ୍ୟାମିଲି ର ରୋଲ ଆଉ ଅଛି କିନ୍ତୁ ବହୁତ ଦିନକୁ ଦିନ ସେଟା କମି ଯାଉଛି
ହଁ ଡିକ୍ରିଜ ହଉଛି
decrease ହଉଛି ତ educational institute now plays a very important role to educating the next generation.
yes yes
ଆଉ କିଛି question ଅଛି ତମେ ବି
thank you
2
ma'am
hours ହେଲାଣି I think you may feel bore also by discussing all such things.
no ma'am no